Welcome to Golem Productions. All right, the sphere of creation. We're not doing that today. We're not doing the sphere of creation, but we are going to do is kind of let the world know that I'm beginning my prophetic career, Jewish prophetic career. So I'm in what the Christians would say Old Testament, but we say the Tanakh or the Chumash, or take your pick. We're going for Chokhmah. All right, so here's the thing. When I need to make an address internationally, meaning everybody's attention, there's going to be a little special app button for us. So when I need to make a prophetic address, you guys are going to know about it. And you guys will be able to grow. I'll be able to hit all levels. So, and for the world leaders, Putin, invite me to your place. That's fine. We have a private meeting. We don't need all the cameras clicking. It's a lot to take in, people, adjusting, shifting, waiting. So private, all that. We have a nice kosher dinner, whatever. We talk, I do my blessing and whatever. We share our plans. We're talking about me meeting with all the world leaders. I mean, hey, can Hashem do it? Okay, now how do you feel? Stupid, like you should. Because if I call down Hashem from above, you're going to feel it. There is space between us. This is the presence. You get to enjoy a little bit, devour. There's a lot of fat. I wish I was a little bit more chiseled. But maybe with time, as I walk amongst the people, it'll be just like a V-frame, just fantastic muscular legs to play with. Oh, we're talking about the golden toys. Bend it over, Just say, wow, I wish I had that. You want to handle your action figure. You want to pose him, and you're going to be posing. Arnold, this one's for you. You were an inspiration. Thank you. Shows that you don't have to be a good actor. Just kidding. He's a good guy. Whatever. Let's move on. Stop taking my time. All right, so you're posing with the action figures, whatever. You can play dress up, and then you can command it too. You can do a lot of stuff. Like there's going to be different levels, but you can actually pose it, articulate all the points. Some of you are going to have fun. You're like, can I break a rib? Of course you can. You break it, you already bought it. It's a toy. All right, so we're going to get you playing very differently. Am I leading you down a path? Yes. Sabbath. Welcome. We're going to be Sabbath Guards. So we're able to go to the fringes of the universe and back. We're going to have tzitzit, how to recognize a service member with tzitzit. We'll have all that. All the honorifics, all the honor ceremonies, we'll all do that. I mean, you'll be so honored that you'll start to cry like a baby. And then you'll say, okay, you're good, never do that again in public. Something like that. That's the kind of honor I bring. And then we'll do it you'll see my flight pods I'm still working with. And, I have to make a case for myself. So I appeal to him. You all should have some kind of concept of Hashem, God. All right, good. So again, I am starting my prophetic career. It's, it's exciting. I have a plan, and when this drive ends, I always turn to the Siddur. So, that's still that's my Christmas present. I will get to open that up every day. Christians, pay attention. All right, so we got that. We'll be doing the flight pod. I'm excited. This stuff, I have to supplicate just like other people do. So it's not like, if I don't give time to the Creator, then it's just kind of like, hey, I'm over here. But sometimes I need to get down that Sabbath channel. That's about it. I was going to say something, but no, I don't need to. What else? Anything else? Let's see the time. I know I get sometimes a little bit winded. That's only 4 minutes. That's fine. Okay, so that's with that. So again, world leaders. I just found out that they don't have YouTube, so I was a little bit disappointed. I was disappointed, like, you want to, Everything is very easy. Everything is business. When you go outdoors, think business, because that's what mostly everything is. Airplanes, business. Cars, business. There's business and then there's nature. You want to derive in nature, do your derivations naturally, that's fine. Business, everything is a business. So, I mean, we could find some common ground, you know, money stuff. All right, so I was just thinking about the flight pod, how fast it's gonna go, thinking about the atmosphere, how the different models we want to introduce. The one I want to make just for myself, no, I want to have the big, you know, the big thing, like the Emperor's Chariot. But the one that I want to make, like, which I think will be fun for the movie, is basically it's just like a jetpack, and it's like you're on a chair and it just lifts up. It's going to have that much kind of control. It'll be that much fun. You can, you know, spin around. We got two things going, fire up the rings up and down. If it works, I don't know. You know, that's where I'm like, Hashem, help me. When it comes to the actual visualization, before I commit it on paper and then say, hey, can you make this for me? And then just start spinning and you just got, you know, so that's what I don't want to do. I am working with the mamash, the physical. I'm hoping to do something with that too. You know, so I already got the presence. You can, if you're looking on my inside, you can see how I go onto the camera, into the camera, and then off camera, with the camera in the back of my mind, and there we go. And so I have the presence. I'm working with the divine presence. This is the eternal realm. Yes, if you get a little bit too you got a 24-hour cycle going. Think time. Right, again, you're talking with a scholar and starting my prophetic career. There is no prophets I know on earth, so this is a little bit of a daunting task. You know, if somebody says, oh, he's a prophet, you know what, get out of here. Oh, no, get what? Maybe I can see it, you know. Let's go. Do I need Jewish support? I don't know. Do I? No, I don't think so. I'm good. I think I'm good. I'm good with Hashem. Because I see what the Jewish people have out there. I dropped my parents off or my dad at the airport. The thing is, so you see a lot of like the Jewish people, there's like usually one gang leader and all his students. It's probably that they have that kind of a relationship amongst themselves. Can they stand alone? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I might put them to the test. I know it says they don't want challenges. What do they want? They just want to keep growing the way they're growing. You know, greatness is a product of challenges. So if I challenge them, you never know how Hashem is going to mold me. Okay. So I'm excited. We talked about the AirPod. We talked about Putin. We talked about the press. We'll have a press conference, but we'll also have the private talks, so it could be a little bit more concentrated, less of external distractions. So we're talking like I mean, if I'm going to be making a flight pod, most people are going to want, and I'm doing it for commercial use, not for war. I don't want to leave the war world and say I got a government contract. No, thank you. And that's fine. You know what? USA hasn't been too good to me, and I've been too good to them every week with my Siddur. I want you to be a Sabbath guard. We want you to be a Sabbath guard. It's different than this. This is fun too, but I want you. We're gonna have to go through all the different gestures and what they mean. It's kind of like sign language, body sign language. Anyway, Golem Productions, starting my prophetic career. Want to do some flight pods, excuse me, and we're supplicating, and I'm preparing for my greatness. I'm not, because that's kind of what's reoccurring in my mind. It's just like greatness. Have a great day, great. All of a sudden, I'm gonna wake up one day and be great. Obviously, it's not just, by happenstance. A lot of work. Golem Productions. Sphere of Creation, 10 minutes. I do spend time with the golems individually, and I'm just making sure that they're Jewish. I don't want, it's basically like, okay, it's like they're coming into these bodies, but they're like purely Jewish. So it doesn't matter who painted it. It's just like, okay, we're just, boom, there's your nefesh, and there you go. We got the Sephirot levels. You're on this level. Enjoy your stay in the USA. The year is 2025. Something like that. Golem Productions. They're right behind me.